It's the Rundown. Got a hair in my mouth. Boom! It's brought to you by Truly. Truly Hard Seltzers, the OG in this hard seltzer revolution. We've been drinking them for a couple years now. They're the proud sponsor of the Barstool Classic and Foreplay and golfers everywhere. So if you're on the links, you're drinking Truly. You're at the beach, you're drinking Truly. You're locked down in your house, you're drinking Truly. It's warm out, drink a Truly. Cold out, drink a Truly. There's no rules to this shit anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be, you know, a tropical thing. You can drink whenever, wherever, because it's the new wave, man. This is one of my favorite, like, drink revolutions. Cause like,
and it's getting close to drinking weather.
Well, it's turning a little bit, like 50 degrees today.
Yeah.
So if you're back on the course, oh, Mike, fumbles. Mikey Butterfingers.
What was that?
Did it break?
Just a straight up drop?
Stationary to a drop, like a trap door.
He was just like.
That's why you need to not have a case.
He's very like he's like a cat. He's like bouncing around.
That's why you got to go no case life. That would have been thrilling.
I went no case life.
And
Mike, don't go no case life. You're not a no case guy.
He's a bad influence.
Not a no case guy. I'm not a no case guy. It's fine.
When you drop it, it's like ah.
Yeah, that's not for me.
But here's the thing: people will be like, oh well, you have money now, so you can buy a new one. I was on no case life long ago, way long ago.
That's true.
I've been on the record.
It is powerful.
It's a thrill.
It's
a
completely
thrill
idiotic.
to walk around and be like,
powerless.
If I drop this,
you know
it's
what,
going to shatter.
You know, I don't wear my seatbelt. I smoke cigarettes.
No.
I like to, you know.
Skydive
I wear
without
my
a parachute.
seatbelt. I just give it a shot
Dan
for a
probably
day.
drinks and drives too. I heard he's a big-time DUI guy.
Listen, that's not funny.
Big-time drunk driver.
Text and
Well, I'd have to
drives,
drink
worse.
first to be able to.
Well, and if
I
you
drink Truly, yeah.
if you do
that's
drink
right.
it Truly,
I'm sure they'll
drink
love
it
this
responsibly.
conversation.
Never get behind the wheel, and get yourself some Truly Hard Seltzers. We're gonna repeat yesterday's rundown because
Who cares?
that's what we're gonna do here.
Bigger and better.
So
yeah, we got new topics too.
Yeah, we got some new fresh meat, but we will start. Even though you did it yesterday, I think it's just gaining more and more steam. Dr. Seuss is a racist. So 6 of his books are no longer being published. The 2 big ones being, and I didn't read these ones, but I guess these are the popular ones. If I Had a Zoo and To Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street.
Where is the racism?
So here's the thing. A lot of people, of course, this has become cancel culture and PC snowflakes and all that shit.
Yeah, that's the most annoying part about this. Is not like the Dr. Seuss. If you show me and it's like, okay, clearly this is antiquated thinking, I'm fine with it. But now it just gives everyone else a reason to bitch and moan and be like, they're taking away my Dr. Seuss.
Right.
The people who say that, you don't fucking care about Dr. Seuss.
They don't. They do not care. These are books that you either didn't read or you're certainly not reading now. It does not impact your life. And I don't think anybody's actually, and also this is not new. He's been like criticized for this for many years. If I told you what the cartoons were, I can't believe there's like, I don't think anybody actually looked up what the cartoons were. There's one with a white guy with a whip with a black guy.
Oh, that's not good.
Can't do that.
This is like J.K. Rowling when she put like one Jew in her book and named him Goldstein.
Yeah, and made him run the banks.
So then, not only did he have his books, but then he also just used to draw cartoons separately.
Okay.
And then these were like overtly racist,
Yeah,
like
okay, so I wouldn't
N-words and blackface.
It's like a Gucci sweater.
I'm cool with that not being around.
Yeah, that's my main thing.
That's
is like,
fine.
So at the end of the day, this is like 6 books. They're leaving, you know, he has like 50,000 other
Green
books.
eggs and ham and all that shit.
All the classics are good. 6 of them are just not being published anymore. They're all pretty bad and racist.
Who cares?
Also, it's the Dr. Seuss family doing this. It's not like they are being canceled.
They self-canceled.
And Feist was telling me there's like a quote from his son being like, I knew that he regretted this. Like in his later years in life, he was like, those cartoons suck. I wish I never published them.
Okay.
So if everybody wanted this done,
yeah.
And I really think the huge difference too is like when you try to cancel a comedian for telling jokes to adults who are like, I can tell that that's a joke and what's right and wrong. If kids are reading books and looking at pictures and they're not going to be able to think like, well, those are old cartoons, which at one point were acceptable, but now no longer are. These little kids are just going to see weird images. Just take them out. It's not that big of a fucking deal. It's just not. It's just not the like assault on freedom of speech and expression that I think people are.
I also think
characterizing
that the fact that he took ownership of it while he was alive, kind of like, it doesn't give everybody who discovers it after the fact the right to like crucify him again and again and again. Like that's your new realization of it. And if he had a
already
realization,
came to it.
And then came to
It's
light
just a
mode.
bunch of people bitching online. I'm so sick of it. I'm getting up to here.
Up to my eyeballs.
I am.
What are you gonna do when it
I'm gonna give
boils
up.
over?
I'm gonna fucking give up and just walk away from all of it. It's just say
I can't wait to do that,
the
man.
daily
Walk
culture.
away?
The daily
man, I can't
culture
wait.
wars
You
are
can't.
so exhausting and
canceled.
so stupid.
Everyone keeps being like, you're gonna get canceled one day, and I'm like, I know.
Here's a
I
little.
need it to happen once I've made enough money. But when I get canceled, I'll be like, okay, now I don't have to make the choice to retire. You made it for me.
Yeah, here's a little pro tip for any parents out there. Kids, memorize the books before they can read. I'm sure you've had this, Kevin. So before they can memorize, like my son's starting to memorize the books, make sure you skip a couple pages so that he doesn't, because then he'll be like, wait, why'd you, like, he'll start yelling at me like, you skipped a page. Like if I read the whole book and he memorizes the whole book, but I've skipped pages so he doesn't even know.
I hate those dumb parents who are like, my kid can read. I'm like, no, your kid can
can't.
remember, bro. Your kid can remember. Fuck you.
My kid calls everything hot. Everything. He fucking puts an ice cube in his mouth. Hot.
Wait till the summer, dude.
I actually think, like, what if he's an X-Men?
And maybe it does feel hot to him.
Yeah, right. Like,
Maybe
what
he's
if
a
in like 10 years he's like, yo, you guys like burn my tongue every day.
This was abuse.
Shay
You're
drew
gonna
a
get
picture for me
canceled.
the other day. She goes, she's like, Dad, I drew you something. I'm like, what is it? She goes, it's a dying flower.
Oh, damn.
It's a fucking black flower, like all wilted. I was like, thanks, you psycho. How about like a rainbow or some shit? Jesus Christ.
This flower has been paved over by a Walmart parking lot. It's
like the most
commentary on our
thing
culture.
a child ever
She
done.
might be Banksy, though, if she's having commentary.
Maybe it's art, bro.
Dude,
Kim
I'm
Kardashian
gonna put that
better
on
watch the
sale.
fuck out.
she ever been to England? She might be Banksy.
They're all over the
She
place.
might be Banksy, dude.
Oh
What
my
if
God,
Shay's
imagine.
Banksy? That would be so sick.
That would be the craziest
That's what I
thing
need
ever.
Banksy to do is like co-sign this shit, and we'll sell it for zillions. It's actually a 5-year-old girl who
My
drew
son's
a
an
shitty
X-Man
flower.
and fucking Kevin's daughter's
The graffiti artist.
Banksy.
Yeah, we just were superhumans. What are you gonna say?
man.
That's a way out. Just have a kid just float you. Just
Isn't
a
that the
rich-ass
dream?
kid.
To have your kid finally, you know, your kid go pro, or I'd definitely be one of those like parents, like, and I'd be like Ray Allen's mom, like in the fucking crowd, being like, yeah, that's my
Yes.
boy,
Yeah.
like money in my way,
Yeah.
make
Your
sure you
kid
cut
does
me
shoe
my check.
resale.
Yeah.
They just fucking make
So
a
that
ton
was
of
the
money
other one.
for
I'd
you.
Take a bunch of steroids. So everyone be like, do you see his fucking dad? He's huge.
The Nike kid was the other story from yesterday that we're repeating because we don't care. I guess the internet ran with that one, and there are some like facts that aren't true, but facts don't matter.
What facts?
It's a good story.
Don't
What
matter.
facts? This kid sucks.
Yeah, he totally sucks.
He sucked before
Totally. When you're West
it
Coast
came
Joe,
out that
yes.
his mom was like helping him. He
Right.
sucked because he is part of the problem with all these shoes where it's like people like us want to buy the new shoes. We want to buy on the sneakers app. We can't because a bunch of bots steal them all, and then they flaunt it in everyone's face and they mark it up.
Was that
And-
kid using bots to do all that?
Yeah,
Obviously,
he said,
right?
yeah.
That's the only
using
way
bots.
that
It
you can
sounds
get all
like
that.
he got some access. Like now, I will. It's like the one thing was the one pair in question was the off-white 5s, which was like the hardest pair to get, and he had a picture with like hundreds of them. Apparently, he did just buy all those on the secondary market, like we all would have to. He just put the cash out. Whatever. No, he didn't. His mom got them for him.
What about the Marty McFly? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see
that-
those? Where he's like, I found these 3 rare
Yeah.
pairs of shoes in a warehouse.
I'm like, come on now,
Okay.
dude. Yeah, fuck off. Now, here was the one thing that did arise. People were like, I actually kind of feel bad for the mom because while I think she was just radically stupid and let her, like, probably spoiled kid run around and do dumb shit, I do think it sucks to have your 25-year career. I mean, it disappeared in a heartbeat. And then people were like, oh, she was totally in on it. Now, if that woman risked her job as the GM of North America of Nike for this resale business, then she is literally the stupidest person ever. But I think it's more likely that she was just
a very
dumb
supportive mother.
and being like, I want to keep my son happy.
Right.
Here's the credit card.
Right.
Go do whatever you want,
He's doing great
Joseph.
things. Like,
Yes.
he's
And then
loving
was
his
like,
entrepreneurial shit.
Because they did say that she disclosed it to Nike in 2018. They were like, my son does do some resale. They probably didn't know the scope of it. They probably didn't know what was going on. But it was like mentioned, and then I think it got out of control. But I mean, I also think she quit right away because I think if you dig deeper, there's probably a lot like more, right?
What is their household like now, though? Are they just both loafing around?
Well,
like,
not loafing. They have 6 shoes.
What are they even gonna do with those shoes, though? Is he just like he has to still sell them, right? Like he needs to sell every shoe.
Yeah, I mean that's maybe that should be his like punishment is he got to sell all his sneakers for like
face value.
Yeah, not even undervalue, under cost. You know, kicks under cost.
He's got to crease all his J's.
Just got to sit there and just bend the toe, bend
that would
toe.
be great.
Bend it.
Holy shit.
No, people get more mad at him for that.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
He should just, he really, honestly, if you want to get out of this, like donate all your sneakers to charity or sell them and then donate the money. Yeah. What else?
Fucking Terry Bradshaw.
This is crazy. This is one of those stories. I thought this was like an urban legend. I thought it was made up. Frank the Tank then showed me the proof from like old school newspapers. Terry Bradshaw in like, was it 83, 81? 1983, he got surgery and I guess checked into the hospital under an alias to keep a low profile. And the assumed name he used in 83 was Tom Brady.
That's fucking crazy.
This is like, what's it called? Lincoln's secretary was Kennedy and Kennedy's was Lincoln.
And Kennedy drove a Lincoln
you hear
and
the new
Lincoln
one
drove
with,
a
there was that book written like this year about a time traveler named Barron who was going to, and then there was like a president named Trump.
Barron
like,
Trump?
All this shit.
What? Tall ass fucking Barron Trump.
His Barron voice is the
That's
funniest thing ever.
That is
His
great.
just being
It's
like,
like a whole
11
running
feet
joke.
tall, Fahrenheit 9/11.
Yeah.
And he just is massive and has massive vocal cords and is low as fuck.
When you flip into that,
Yo,
it honestly
it's so good.
It
He does the
sounds
whole
like it's
thing
like
like-
you got voiceover.
Like a voice
if I
changer.
saw that on video, I'd be like, no, they edited
The
it.
only,
fucking with it.
the only
fucking
comfortable
building
chair
it
in
up.
Washington, D.C. is Abe Lincoln's lap for Barron because he's so fucking big.
Yeah.
We
He
have
is
a
huge,
whole
man.
running thing.
Somebody better like get that kid doing a mic drill. Like start working out, man.
He's a
Get on
soccer
the fucking
player.
court.
He's Peter Crouch.
But yeah, this is some weird time traveler shit. And the funniest thing is, Tom Brady, Terry Bradshaw. Everyone's like, oh, how did this come to light? I'm like, how did it take so long for this to come to light?
Well, he doesn't remember.
But that's the thing.
He was
He probably
shit-faced.
blacked out from 83 to like 97.
He didn't
Holy
know what
shit.
name he
Remember.
gave him.
Dude, this is
And
Illuminati
there's
type shit.
there's multiple newspaper articles. The other one says that he used like the full name Thomas Brady.
What?
But
He had
I
a
mean,
backstory.
what like wow.
Terry Bradshaw looks like more of a Tom Brady than Tom Brady
Brady.
does.
Yeah.
Though, honestly, it's like an old name.
Well, Tom Brady in 01 looked like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Brady now looks like fucking Zoolander.
Or
you know
like
what I mean?
Alejandro,
Yes.
like fucking
He looks like a soccer
Alessio
player
or
now.
some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like a handsome Spanish man or some
Right.
shit.
Terry Bradshaw with his like haircut with his like home scissors looks like a Tom Brady.
Just
But
like
yeah,
down
man,
home.
just some wacky like what the fuck are the chances? What the fuck are the chances? of that?
Insane.
And I mean Tom Brady. It's not like he picked some wildly unique name, but it's still kind of specific. I don't know any other Tom Bradys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd
If
be,
it was
like,
like
weird if
Joe
he was, like,
Smith, then okay. but
Timbiaka Batuka or whatever.
what a pull that was.
Yeah, like something like that.
Timbiaka
What?
Batuka, throwback.
Yeah, but
Kajana Carter, some shit.
But I can see Tom Brady being like Joe Burrow at the hospital or something like
Yeah.
that. Quarterbacks' names are
Imagine.
just quarterbacks' names.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
are.
a secular. You're
True
like born
story.
into a name.
There's
if
a
you're
million
quarterback.
Matts. Like you just pick a Matt. there's
Mac
Matt.
Jones or some
Yeah,
shit.
Some
It's just like, oh, you're a
Malcolm
quarterback.
Gladwell shit with the names, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just like your name.
You're born
it's who
into
you
it.
are. I don't remember anything, man. I don't remember the topics at all. The kid in the Zion clip is playing ball now, D1 ball.
Hilarious. Yeah.
The famous clip of like this little fucking when Zion was in high school. This kid must have been what, 5'9", $120. He looked
Yeah.
like Lil Sass, and he's clapping in Zion's face. The thing about that clip is like Zion ended up getting fouled. Zion like rolls his eyes and he's like, "Yo, give me the ball." He needed to like dunk on that fucking
it's
kid.
also crazy to think like that kid played against Zion, and Zion's been in the NBA for 2 years,
And this kid's
he's
just
going
pro.
to college.
Right, or just going to college. I think it's like Charleston Southern State University
It's
or something.
such a funny clip.
Even Zion's look at the kid like, what the fuck
Zion
is
even
this?
said like he respected him because they were kicking the shit out of him, and he was trying
what are
to
you
like
gonna
get
do?
everyone.
But like, okay.
There was the
fouled
one
him, like-
comedian who said that watching Zion play against high school kids was like watching a White Lives Don't Matter clip or something like that. It's like if you want to cleanse your palate against police brutality videos.
Right
watch
here, we're
Zion-
dominating him.
Zion Williamson
he was
play
something,
against these
man.
little ass high school
It's been
kids.
so much fun.
He-
playing
oh.
on easy mode.
And you know what? I'm always so impressed with like that's how you know you're truly great. Because then he did transition to the next level and then the next level with real competition.
Yeah,
Because you
right.
figure you spend your whole high school career just dominating people. How are you actually going to be ready for like real competition? But
He's playing
they are.
incredible this year too. Like he's
I was
playing
gonna say,
so
he's finally
well.
putting it together.
Yeah,
as,
he's
like,
He's averaging like almost 30 points over the last month or something
Yeah.
like that. He's just playing out of his mind.
finally is like the truth that he was kind of built up to be.
Yeah, and he could have gone. I mean, if they didn't have the one and done rule, he could have gone pro right away. He would have gone pro right
Are
away.
they getting
been the
rid of
first
that or
pick.
what?
I think they are.
They keep saying that, but like, are they? You know what I mean? Like,
there's
is it
already
really gonna
guys
happen?
who are in like the G League now that would have been top prospects that'll get drafted out of the G League.
Yeah, there's like 2 guys who are going to be in the top 10 this year that are G League guys.
Bad for college ball, though.
I know
like,
it is.
Like the idea of, it's one thing if the one and done rule is in effect, but the fact that people were like, I'll just go to the G League instead of playing college.
There's like a minimum.
But actually, that's why they should get rid of the one and done.
Yeah, because that's stupid.
Right, you just let kids go to the pros, and then you'll actually be like old school college basketball where, you know,
the kids
teams
from the
will be,
Zion clip.
Yeah, the teams will be like 4-year starters and shit like that.
Why don't we just let like 16-year-olds go pro? Why don't we do it like baseball? Where you can sign
or
like
soccer,
these Dominicans, you know?
I mean, if you
like, would you? Somebody would have nabbed the ball boys when they were like LaMelo when he was 15. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, there's a
cool.
kid in Michigan. What's
that
his name?
7-foot kid, the 7-foot white kid.
There's like a kid in Michigan who I've literally been hearing about. I think he's still a junior. Bates. Is it Bates?
He's not one of the freak kids, is he? I think I know who you're talking about. The one who's like 9 feet tall.
I think he's
like,
a junior.
Looks
like not a Marfan.
I remember
the Marfan kid is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Tape of him when he was a freshman, and I've like heard about him so much that like he definitely. What's his name?
1 sec.
But then people would have gotten on. Remember 7th Woods, and he was supposed to be incredible.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what did he like? He was at NC
Imani?
State for 4 years.
Do you remember when?
Imani, yeah.
Bates.
Imani Bates,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, again with the name.
I've been fucking. I swear to God, I saw my
6'8"
first
swingman.
I saw like the first highlight like 3 years ago. He's still a junior.
17, dude.
Yeah.
He's born in 04.
Right. So
mean,
he would have been like
just-
someone would have drafted him already.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's sick.
I think, yeah, why not? Let these guys invest in these kids like from when they're born.
Oh man, he's jammed on that kid.
Do you remember when like Kobe
Just buying a nut like it's horse racing?
When Kobe was at Lower Merion, do you remember like there was a bunch of names that were floating around? Do you remember that?
What do you mean?
There was kids from like Coatesville and a bunch of names of like I think Rip Hamilton was from Coatesville, maybe.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And then there was
Plymouth
another.
Whitebush.
I want to say like somebody named Earl something or Lever. Fuck, what was his name? I just remember there was like a whole bunch of high school kids from that area, and I remember being in on like high school hoops because of Kobe. I'm like reading up on all of them.
Really?
These kids were like, you know, fucking children. It was wild, man.
It is insane.
Last topic. Fuck, let's go to the after show. You went to the fucking hockey game with Frank the Tank.
It was incredible.
Well, I guess we'll leave here around 4:30. We'll take the train over from Penn Station to Secaucus. I take an Uber from Secaucus to my home. I'll drop my computer off, head home, get in my car, and then off to the I wouldn't say Newark's exactly beautiful, but off to Newark to see the Devils play the Islanders.
Woohoo!
I mean, what an that's a bucket. Come on down, Frank. That's a bucket list experience right there.
I said on Monday that I can't remember what came up, but I was like, I don't really have FOMO anymore because like I'm old and who cares? You know what I mean? Like on
You've
the
done
weekend,
everything you want to do.
Right?
Whatever,
It's like,
yeah.
I missed out on that. Okay, whatever. But I had FOMO last night. I texted Rone in the middle of the second period. I was like, dude, I am so jealous.
It's not even that you went to a hockey game with Frank. You experienced New Jersey Transit with Frank, because that is what Frank's
going to
birth
a game, the first game you've been to in forever. Like,
I mean,
we all haven't been to sporting events.
Rocking the jersey.
So you saw Ralph?
I saw Ralph
You
live.
got to meet Ralph?
No, I didn't meet him, but he had a sideways hat, walking his dog on like a fucking
sideways like baseball cap.
Yes,
like,
it was
yeah,
incredible.
like
Sideways
Malibu's most wanted.
He wears his hat like this.
No way. Like unironically.
Every day he does.
Yeah.
Frank, I think you should do that too. That's a good look. The backwards hat for you is a good look.
Frank, did you have fun?
It was fun. It was nice to get out to the arena. Of course, it wasn't like the normal experience. Half the concessions are closed, including the nacho stand, the popcorn stand, two of my favorites.
How do you fucking close the nacho stand?
There were like no stands open. They didn't even have cheesesteak egg rolls. It was bullshit.
Yeah.
What did you eat?
We had chicken tenders.
No salt, or salt, right? You
No
do something
sauce.
with
How do you
No
close the nacho
sauce.
stand?
No
no
sauce.
sauce, right?
But the one thing I gotta say about the Nacho Center is their hot dogs might be among the worst hot dogs in the
Really?
world. They are
What's the
terrible.
rating?
It's hard to fuck up a hot
Oh,
dog.
it's a strikeout.
Oh, it's a strike.
Oh, no.
Big
punched
time. Is
him
it
out.
backwards K?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was bad. It was terrible hot dog, and they should honestly bring in Frank to be like their hot dog consultant because he's a superstar at the stadium. He walks around and
he's a
people
slut.
literally buy him sodas like he's the fucking man. Like they're coming up to him being like, "Hey, can I buy you a soda?"
Here's a 64
I
ounce
love that.
Coke.
Now, the only thing
damn
that was
it.
problem is yesterday is we parked in the parking deck, and fortunately the land bridge was open to getting out of the arena, which put us on the 4th floor of the parking deck. The elevator's out.
The elevator was broken.
Oh, fuck, Frank.
It was bullshit. And we had to park on the roof.
Catastrophe.
So if the land bridge wasn't open, we would have literally been fucked.
I think you guys would turn around. I think they'd be like, well, we're not going to the game today.
Yeah, they repossessed our car, Frank's car.
Frank, man, I got to tell you, you're looking great. You trimmed down big time.
Big time.
I mean,
I got a couple pictures of you when you're just sitting at your desk. You look like, a different human.
You're getting your steps in every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How many steps yesterday?
About 7,000.
Wow, good for you, man.
Let's go, boy.
You're dominating, dude.
Hell yes. The Devils lost.
Of course.
Frank's in the building, so.
2-1. When the Devils go on the power play, they have this thing. It's the PSG power play. Well, what they should do is it's New Jersey Transit power play. You go nowhere. They should call it the New Jersey Transit power play. It just stays around, it goes backwards, and never gets anything done. The guy had the puck behind the net and just standing there for like 30 seconds. Like, will you move and do something?
Some might even say they're incompetent.
Frank, I also want to compliment you. I noticed my friend Rone said the second quarter instead of period. You didn't correct him.
Yeah, that was
nice of you. That was really nice of you.
I haven't been to sports in so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like...
Well, hockey's the only one that uses periods.
Right.
Shit. Yeah, I forgot that. But wait, Frank, tell him what the state flag of New Jersey should be.
A broken elevator.
That's actually pretty fucking funny. The state symbol is a broken elevator.
Or a broken escalator.
Or the escalator, yeah.
That would be very funny.
I mean, you go to New Jersey Transit, it's incredible how many escalators and elevators are always out of service.
Frank, I'm gonna give you a thought experiment though, okay? Because I do this as well. I think it's human nature to do like, man, it's always broken. Next time everything works perfectly, just take a mental note and be like, that was really nice. No, seriously. No. I do that every now and then. I'm like, hey, you know what? The train was on time. Everything was perfect.
Oh, fuck
just
that,
remember
Dan.
that.
Just remember the good things in life. Fuck that.
I'm just saying. Just
Frank said one time he was arriving late to his train, and as the guy pulled off, the NJ Transit worker flipped him off as the train was going away. He said he flipped him off. That's a lifetime grudge.
Just
Never
the
thank
most
them.
miserable people on earth, just all getting together on a train.
I mean, New Jersey Transit. If you end up dying and go to hell, I think your ride to hell is on the New Jersey Transit train.
Jersey Transit is the absolute worst! I'm not going to get to my game now because they are incompetent! Incompetent!
You want to take us out with a little song? You got anything on deck?
Let's see. New Jersey Transit, we barely function on a daily basis. New Jersey Transit, we're going nowhere very fast. We suck. If you get us, you're out of luck. And you're not going anywhere. New Jersey Transit, our trains are older than dirt. New Jersey Transit, we won't fix them, we'll just watch them crumble. New Jersey Transit.